Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and welcome back to Pro OverAnalyzed. Today, we're going to take a look at Dallas Fuel. Dallas Fuel have been on the up and up. They are like playing out of their minds. They're playing really well. They're using Brigitte really well. They're just playing like absolutely awesome. Now, this is a special game. This is London versus Dallas. This is what were the second strongest team or the second best team in the league. They're not anymore. Spoiler, Dallas beat London. However, what happens is London show again their problems when it comes to adapting, their problems when it comes to trying to work out, well, what they actually want to do. So let's just pause this and I'm going to break this down in as much detail as I can, guys, because this was a really, really interesting game. So let's just take a look at the team comps to begin with. So if we look at London, you'll notice something here. This is dive comp. Now, London were very good at dive comp. In fact, they're one of the best dive comp teams. They're up there with NYXL. The thing is, London are very, let's just run dive if we don't seem to have an idea, or we just can't think of anything to do, so we'll just play dive. The problem is there is a hero in the game, and and there's also a player called Mickey, who is the best, like the absolute best Brigitte player in the league, which completely shuts down dive comp. Right then, so let's take a look at this. So we've got Nuss on the Lucio, all right, that's cool. We've got Badosin, I should probably draw the arrows either way, right? Let's just draw around them. Nuss. Yeah, he's on the Lucio, that's cool. Badosin, second best Zen in the league. He's always going to play Zen, he's awesome. Birdring has been playing really well recently. Gesture, probably one of the best main tanks in the league. Prophet, second best Brigitte in the league. And then Fury, a really good off tank. However, you'll notice this is dive comp. This is completely pure dive. You don't get any more divey than this. Look at what they're going into, right? Now, a couple of things I want to point out before we get stuck into this is if you look at Reinhardt and if you look at Brigitte, these heroes are very, very good against dive. If you dive onto them, they shut you down. Reinhardt's always been quite good against dive comp. His problem is you have to dive onto him, right? So a lot of maps, like if you think of Numbani, it's very easy for Reinhardt to be, well, absolutely terrible because you can just dive around Reinhardt. However, on Blizzard World, you have to fight Reinhardt on the point because that's where the teams are going to generally defend, right? Most of the time. So that makes him really strong. Obviously, Brigitte just shuts down any kind of dive shenanigans. But then it gets even worse, right? Because then you've got a McCree. And a McCree is really good against dive as well. So this is a completely anti-dive comp. But London should have expected this because, well, this is what Dallas do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no shock. Right then, let's go into this. Let's go into the first attack. And we'll see what happens. So Nuss swaps off to the Mercy. The reason why he was on the Lucio is so you get the speed boost out of the gate and then swap back to the Mercy, right? So it's still pure dive comp. Look at this, though. Mickey's killed Prophet, right? That's just what Brigitte does. It doesn't really matter because London are going to use a res and then come back. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is not conventional. And I'm telling you right now, the way to beat teams like London, you could maybe this works on NYXL. I don't know. Is to just play unconventional against them. They don't know what to do. They almost, to me, seem way too regimented. They've got a game plan, and they're just going to follow it regardless. And the game plan here is to play dive into the best anti-dive team in the world, because let's be real, Overwatch League is the highest level of Overwatch, right? And they're not playing conventional. But look at this. Look at this. Look, what's really interesting here is you've got... I can't seem to be able to delete that. I don't know what I've done, ladies and gentlemen. How do I get rid of it? I think I've legit broke my pen. Oh, God. What have I done? No. Okay. Right. My pen's working again. Right. All right. So, cool. So, if you look at this setup here, you've got the Mercy over there. You've got the Brigitte hiding behind the statue, which is awesome because it means she can just pop out and smack anyone. You've got Zen sitting at the back. That's great positioning because Zen's got lines of fire all over the bloody place there, and that's what you want with Zen. You want him sitting at the back. You've got Seagull on the Diva at the front sort of scouting out, and there you've got OGE, the Reinhardt player, just like standing right at the front, which is juicy. So let's play this and let's just see what happens. Focus on London. Watch what London do. Gesture jumps in. They get a kill on Unco. So what I'm thinking here right away is like, all right, this is cool, because what's happened is this Badosin here, this Zen, has come around the side and destroyed the enemy Zen. This means, right, London are just going to take the point. As a spectator watching this live, I'm like, all right, so they are running dive into Dallas. Dallas have set up in a strange position. They are anti-dive, and they've just got the first kill. So really, London should take this, but watch what happens. And you can see Harry comes back there. OGE's protecting his sort of backline there. And look what happens. Mickey has killed Badosin. Look where Mickey is. Can you see him? I'm not going to draw around him because it's like it's a game of like, guess where he is. In fact, I'll do this. There you go. There he is. He's there, ladies and gentlemen. That's where he is. That's awesome, right? So he's got a kill there. Harry Hook brings back Unco. Profit, though, does manage to get a tick here, which is pretty funny, right? This is almost like Dallas are getting a little bit confused here, maybe. They should have moved back faster and stopped that. They should never have lost a tick to that, because that push was a complete fail by London, even though it started off well, but they got completely ripped out of it. And then London somehow still managed to get more than a tick, which is not ideal. Like, Dallas shouldn't have let that happen. But hey, whatever, these things happen. Now, you'll notice again, look at Dallas, right? They're still in this position. They're still behind the statue. They're still set up the same way, but so are London. They have not changed anything, right? Well, okay, it's just been the first attack. It's not all doom and gloom. Profit has obviously been sent round the back there. But if you see what Mickey's trying to do, and he's literally about to, I've paused it at the best time. Mickey knows that Profit is behind, right? So he is waiting for this, and look what he does. Straight in with the shield slam, combo. Here's Profit. Profit is about to be removed from the game, but look what's happened in the kill feed. OG has killed Birdring as well, which obviously is a major good result. So if we just play this bad boy, there we go. Profit instantly deleted by Brigitte. But Mickey knew that Profit was behind, so he went back to the point to check her out, to make sure the Trace doesn't really do anything, and completely controlled the situation. The rest of the team play well. We've now got Rally. He's going to pop Rally and get tons and tons of armor. You can't really ask for any more. Also, they should be able to get a pretty decent stagger here if they push forward, but it looks like, I don't think they do actually. I think they do on Fury actually, yeah. And again, they go back to taking up this position. But what is crucial now, what is the problem here is an unwillingness to adapt. Look at London's line. The lineup is not changed. Like, if I'm Dallas, I'm sitting there and I'm rubbing my hands together and I'm like, this is just easy. This is easy. We've got a comp that counters the enemy team. It doesn't matter how good you are, which, you know, may be another reason that sometimes Korean teams don't want to play certain comps. Like, I know there's been issues in the past with them not wanting to play pirate ship combos on Blizzard World because it's seen as like a bit of a cheesy comp. This, though, is borderline brain dead, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's play. Let's see what else happens here. Okay, so Dallas push forward and they take up this position again. Obviously, and look, Mickey's just killed Profit again. Like, Mickey is literally just ranging around, doing whatever the hell he likes. London are not shutting down. They're not changing their comp. Like, look at it. Look at it. They've just set up again. So this is like the third fight we're going into now, which is essentially going to be exactly the same fight. This is terrible, terrible, terrible play off London, because like anybody realizes this, like any kind of like Overwatch player knows that if it isn't working, you probably need to swap it up, not just bash your head against the door. Thing is, though, London do have ultimates coming online, so they're most likely thinking, okay, let's go forward. All right, let's see what happens here. So Gesture goes in, dives in onto the statue, drops his bubble down, which is kind of okay. OG comes rushing in, and a massive earth shatter. But that section there highlighted something I really, really wanted to show. So you see the Reinhardt here. Winston cannot jump near or on top of a Reinhardt because Reinhardt just swings his hammer and smashes the crap out of Winston. Winston is terrible against Reinhardt. And also, as well, there's nothing to stop Reinhardt's earth shatter. So really, Ryan has a massive field day against dive comp when the dive is jumping on the Reinhardt, which you cannot avoid in Blizzard World on the first point, because that's how the point is designed. You get what I'm saying, guys? It's so crazy. Right then, so this is obviously bad news, right? Bad news bears for London. In come the massive earth shatter. They're just going to rush forward. That trance off Badosin was completely terrible. I don't know what he was thinking there. He's popped the trance. We're already a man down. It's not ideal there, and it's not great. Like, London should have just backed off there completely. They got smashed, right? They should have just backed off. Thing is, though, it's kind of back and forth, right? So when I say things like, yeah, London should have backed off, look what's happened now. Badosin gets a kill. Mickey's dead. Look at the ultimates that Dallas have got available, right? So they've got a Diva Bomb. Look at London. London have got absolutely everything. London have just got a kill, and they're going to rush forward. Yes, Badosin used his trance, I think, a little bit questionably, but it has resulted in this. This means, right, and they're pro players, right? So what the hell do I know, ladies and gentlemen? They're going to rush forward, and they're probably going to take the point. This is what I'm thinking right now. As a spectator, I'm like, oh, it's going to be easy, right? What's going to happen? Well, we see a blade go in from Birdring, which is very strange, right? And I also just want to highlight something here as well. In fact, I'll just let this play before I highlight. So we're on board with Badosin now. Yeah, let's look at this. So this is actually going to make my highlight a little bit better, ladies and gentlemen. So what we've got, right, is the team setup here of London. London have just used Blade and done absolutely nothing with Blade. However, they have killed Taimu. Badosin was killed, but Badosin is now rezzed. So this means London are a man up. There is no Taimu in this fight. What is the problem then with this, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see Unko there. You can see OG. You can see Seagull. And I think Brigitte is there. This comp is mega strong against what London has on the point. And you're about to see this, well, you're about to see something beautiful. So London are posturing on the point. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to, see what we can do. Life's great. Life's good. Watch Gesture. Watch the tanks. So Gesture's playing this great. OGE comes in. You're thinking, oh, this is a free kill. But he's not actually dead because he's just rushed in, swinging his barrier. Trance comes in from Unco even, which has obviously kept the team alive, allowed them to push into the point. But you can see it's very messy, right? Look at this. Gesture's getting kills. Everyone's getting kills back and forth. What's actually going on? Well, what's going on here is there's no decisive blow because it's impossible. And that, again, shows you, like, what the hell is going on there. In fact, let me just jump back a little bit. I've got to be careful here because I've actually got the entire match. And we're not going to watch the entire match, guys. So don't be like, oh my God, an hour and 48. But I'm just going to jump back just to show you what I was trying to cover. Right then, so watch this. The fight breaks out. They're waiting for Unco. He doesn't quite have Trance. London are involved on the fight, on the point. OGE comes in there to keep the point alive, which he does well. They get the healing on him. Unco rushes in with Transcendence, keeps everybody alive. Now, watch the kill feed. Watch what's going on. Taimu kills Badosin. That's actually a big kill. That's like a really big kill. Bomb goes in from Prophet. Prophet kills Mickey. Yeah, Mickey kills Prophet. Fury's demech'd. So actually, out of all of this, London are at a disadvantage here. Fury actually gets his mech back, charged into the wall by OG, gets his brains smashed up a bit, but Gesture's doing work. Nuss brings back Badosin. What is going on there with Prophet? What not Prophet, Birdring? Why is he behind there? Like Seagull, Mickey knew, and Mickey sort of loitered around the area, and he comes back and kills him. You cannot go anywhere near Brigitte with Tracer or Genji. You instantly die. London, time and time again, just walk straight into this trap. It's like, oh, we'll just do it again. We'll just do it again. We'll use Winston and dive onto the Brigitte. We'll just do it again. It's not working. This here is exactly what Dallas want right now because Dallas are controlling the point here. They're on the corner. London are trying to fight back and forth, but Dallas know they've got the advantage, or do they? Big kill there, but OGE comes back. Let's just watch this out, and then we're going to rewind this section because I want to talk about this because this is a lot of misplays by London, and it might not be very evident as it breaks out into a massive fight. So as you can see, it's just going through. The fight's going through. Tons of kills coming in for Dallas. And let's just stop this and let's go back. So what I want to show you now is watch what happens here. So this fight is going to break out. Watch what happens. Dallas slowly walk onto the point. Gesture kills the tank. The tank gets rezzed. Gesture moves forward, drops down a barrier. Then he jumps up into the air. And then he jumps back down. Now, what is going on here? Like, that didn't really achieve anything. So that's a little bit of a misplay by Gesture. Now, Gesture backs off. Fury flies up onto the high ground, so he can sort of not take any melee damage off the Reinhardt, which is cool. And then he's going to start firing down into the point. The problem is, the comp that Dallas have got want you to fight them on the point. You cannot beat them here. At no point have London really gone in and tried to destroy the back line and tried to annihilate Dallas, because Dallas just haven't allowed them to do that. Dallas want them to fight straight up on the front line. And this is what happens. You just get smashed with an Earth Shatter. There's not really anything you can do. Prophet gets a good kill on Taimu, but then you can see all the kills are starting to come through. Because the brawl breaking out on the point means, well, that's just in Dallas's favor because of team comp issues. Now, what you're about to see here is completely ridiculous. So, Birdring whips out the blade. Now, at this point, you can see that OG is dead. Fury's also dead, but Birdring's got a blade, and he's about to go into the back line. Watch this. This is insane. He slashes Unco once. He slashes Unco again. He slashes Unco 3 times, 4 times, but then Unco kills him. Unco was being pocketed, and he had the armor from Brigitte's rally. So he was really super tanky. And he just kills Birdring. That is insane. That is like a moment where, if that didn't happen, it's possible that Dallas would have lost that point. That is totally, totally insane there. That is mind-blowing play. But the fact is, London kept playing dive comp into a Brigitte, anti-dive comp. And it's not just because Brigitte was there. Yeah, she's a component of that dive comp. But you've also got Reinhardt there, who works really well against it. And you had a McCree for a while. It wasn't really playing too well Taimu, but it didn't really matter. It's enough to screw up London. London did not know what to do. And what I find out outstanding about this, or literally mind-blowing, is how could you keep doing that over and over again without thinking, okay, we're going to make a change? Remember, these guys are professionals. These guys play Overwatch all of the time. If something doesn't work, then they know. I mean, look, check this out. Look at that. Birdring goes in. There's a slash. Unco's got the armor. He's being healed by Harry Hook. Yeah, I mean, okay, that's awesome play. But you've got to expect that of pro-level players. They are going to absolutely smack you down if you try and be cheeky, right? Okay, 90% of the time, you would expect the Genji to get the kill there. But it didn't happen, right? And that's just the way it goes. And like I said, I think if Birdring did kill Unco and then maybe got a kill onto Harry Hook, the point is still, would London still be able to take it? I don't know. They would have had a better chance maybe, but that's desperation play. At no point did London make a change and think we're going to do, like, we're just going to counter your comp, which just seems mind-blowing to me. So, while this is playing, let's take a look at the comps. I won't bother drawing on the screen here, guys, because we can see them. But look at what we've got from London. We don't have a Brigitte, and I don't understand why not. But look at Dallas. Dallas are kind of set up in an interesting way. I mean, they're not going to play May. These are just like... In fact, let's just wait a second because they are going to change some heroes here. But Taimu does play the Sombra. So anyway, look at London's comp, right? What are they trying to do here? Well, it's sort of like... It is anti-kind of divey. I don't think it's exactly the best comp to be playing right here. But, Birdring pops off. Could be anything. Right, take a look at Dallas. Right, let's pause this now and just break this down. So Dallas got Mickey. Is now not on the Brigitte, but he's instead on the Diva. You've got OG who's about to swap to the Winston. You've got Seagull. You've got Taimu who's on the Sombra. Then we've got the two supports. This actually is a bit of a weird kind of comp. It's like Dive, but with a Sombra. But look at London. London are quite immobile. If London don't fight on the point, there's going to be issues. Let's just take a look at what actually happens here. So Dallas are walking towards the point. Mickey takes a face full of Zen Orbs, loads of damage, tons of charge there for Bedosin. Well, I guess not tons of charge, he only got 10. So whatever I say, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell? Anyway, he loses mech. It's not a great first push. So, all right, what are Dallas going to do? Dallas are just going to get Mickey a new mech. That's great. And then they're thinking, like, what should we do? How do we play around this? Well, how are London set up? How do we get around this? Well, they're waiting for Taimu to sort of annoy London in the back line. And this is exactly what he's doing. He's just sitting in the back line. He's hacking a health pack. He's trying to get a cheeky hack on the Diva. But Fury is a really decent player. Well, he's a really good player. He flicks around really fast, managed to get to interruption. And this is cool. But look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening. So when we look at London, they had no plan to execute any kind of dive to begin on their attack phase. They just repeatedly dove into what Dallas wanted them to do and die. Look at what Dallas have done. Dallas have sent Sombra around the side, which has distracted London. London are using an Orisa who is highly immobile, and she is not going to be as effective as a Reinhardt in this dive situation. And look at what's happened. London are wildly out of position here. Dallas just come steaming through. They're just piling damage in. It's almost too easy. Like, they've just literally walked into the point and destroyed London. Now, I have to think sometimes this could be a mental issue, possibly with London, where they're feeling a bit like, what? Like, we don't know what to do, and we're just getting taken apart, and we have no way of... I mean, look at that. Dallas have literally just walked onto the point there. I mean, look at that. And that's it. Basically, it's all said and done. GG. So what is going on here? This does show you that if you are inflexible, then you get punished heavily. And if you run a comp which just simply does not work against the enemy comp, you will get destroyed. Now, remember, this is the highest level of the game. These are the best Overwatch players. But what we've essentially watched here is Dive go straight into an anti-dive comp, right? And what has happened? What has happened, ladies and gentlemen? What has happened? Well, anti-dive has won. And it's won really, really easy. But this is Overwatch, right? And this is Blizzard World. The spawn is really close for the attackers, really. I guess it's kind of a bit equal, to be honest, with attackers and defenders. But what I'm trying to say is you could swap. You should change your comp. London should have instantly broke out the Reinhardt and gone for a much slower push. Reinhardt, Zarya, they could have gone for that. There's a lot of different options London could have used. Instead, they carried on walking head first into the Dallas comp, which was just destroying them. Dallas completely outplayed London mechanically, and they outplayed them tactically. And this happened throughout the entire series. Now, Bit of a spoiler, but Dallas destroyed London and took the series 3-1. London did have a pretty good Gibraltar, but it was the final map, so it didn't really matter. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. I hope you've enjoyed this Pro OverAnalyzed. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. If you're a Dallas fan, what did you think? If you're a London fan like myself, what did you think? I'm a little bit disappointed, so I was expecting a better showing off London. Dallas are definitely on the up, though. They seem to have found a nice sort of rhythm, and Brigitte works really well with them, and I think it gives them a lot of tactical options. And there is no doubt in my mind that right now, Mickey is the best Brigitte in the league. All right, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. If you enjoyed the video, well, then like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.